Well, hi, everybody. In awesome Goin Batty fashion, we are running late like always. So we are going to be cooking, celebrating birthdays, and all kinds of stuff. And you guys get to join us right along with you. We'll get kind of set up and going as we move along. But check out what Heather's making. This is amazing. Watch this. Oh, man, a big, nasty bowl of meat. That's awesome. That's hamburger and sausage and, oh, my gosh.
Spices.
Oh, my gosh. And what?
And spices.
And spices. Hi, trucking it up. Hi, Life Under Wire. How's it going? How's those look? How about those for steak sandwiches? Birthday steak sandwiches for the man. So we decided to have kind of a weird live stream. It's a Friday night freestyle, and I know the title I put in wrong, but we wanted you guys to see kind of what we do on a Friday night when we got too much going on. But all the way down to Cincinnati, and we had to get our car fixed. We had all 4 brake pads fixed, and the rotors had to be fixed too. The guy, the repairman is awesome. Our mechanic, he is somebody that we've known to trust and started to really rely on because he charged me. I feel like this is a good price. Maybe it's not, but he charged me for 4 rotors completely replaced, brand new, 4 brake jobs on all 4 wheels, and greasing all the parts and all the labor and everything, $400. I don't feel like that was a ripoff, so we went ahead and went with it because I feel like that was a good deal for us. So anyway, I'm getting some stuff out of my bag. Sorry, you guys are at an awkward angle right now. The truth is, I feel like we have. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. It is Friday night freestyle, and we're definitely doing it weird tonight. There's stuff all over the table, so I better wipe that off before I put my computer on there.
We are not prepared.
We are prepared for the unexpected craziness that is our life. And it's okay, because sometimes you just got to have that stuff going on. I'm looking for paper towels right now, in case you were wondering. So that's why I'm looking around, not at you, but I'm looking at through you. Look at that. Look at that right there. We're going to talk about that, too. You guys see that right there? Thrive Life. Thrive Life. Thrive Life. Thrive Life. We got a whole pantry full of it. It's awesome. Stuff that we're using. Tonight, the green bean casserole is going to be made out of Thrive Life green beans. Heather's going to go through some of that with you as soon as we get established a little bit. We'll show you what's going on. So, hang on while I yell at one of my kids. Katie, come here, please. Sorry, guys. We're giving you the full rundown tonight because we have so much going on. We thought maybe you guys would enjoy seeing a little bit of the craziness that is the Friday night Batchin House. Can you be my camera person for a minute and just follow us around a little bit? Here, hold on. All right. There's Katie. She's going to be your cameraman. Now, we're going to go to Mom in just a second. Here, you come out there. And she is going to show us what it is she's making and give us kind of a rundown on the hamburgers, steak sandwiches, whatever. So let's, man, I'll tell you. The other thing we had to do is on top of going to get our car and picking our car up in Cincinnati, we also picked up a solid wood roll top desk that Heather's mom gave me for my office. You see, there's one part of our house that's still not unpacked. We still haven't gotten around to it because life has been so crazy. Being the fall and all, we didn't have time to get it unpacked. We didn't have time to get it done. It's been crazy. So now the desk is down there. I actually can start establishing my office for all the crazy things that I do. So, Heather, can you talk about the sandwiches? And then we'll talk about the green beans, too.
Yeah. So it is Max's birthday. And so we are making him, he asked for steak sandwiches for his birthday. Now, these are a little bigger than the last ones I made because the meat didn't shrink up as much. But we also have bigger hoagie rolls. So we're only going to be 1 apiece tonight with those. And then over here, I'm going to be making green bean casserole out of our Thrive Life food. So we're going to go ahead and probably, and then the other thing we're going to do is I'm going to make the tomato sauce for the steak hoagies out of Thrive also. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this because I have to refresh these. So this is my handy dandy 2-cup measuring cup. I like this thing because I have to double recipes for everything. So we're going to let that down. There we go. We're going to go ahead and dump that in there. And then we're just going to cover this with some warm water.
Those are Thrive Life green beans, right?
Yep. Just warm water, Heather. Warm water. How those doing, Miles? Don't. Mommy will flip them with her.
Yeah, we don't want you to get scorched by the heat.
Yeah, I don't want it to pop on you.
So come in close so you can see them cooking. And then come back over here and just eat some Mountain City, the green beans.
Yep. Okay. Hi, Miles.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Yeah. So we're going to refresh these, and then we're going to. Now, I ran out of the fried chopped onions earlier this week, and it's not a pay week, so we didn't get any. That's not. We'll have to get those next time we have groceries.
Yep.
But so I'm actually going to chop just a fresh onion to put in that, but I need to also rehydrate the refresh the mushrooms here.
Honey, I'm going to go onto the live stream. Are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that. So, and I think I'm actually going to chop these up a little bit because my family is not huge fans of big chunks of mushrooms in their stuff. Hey, Jack, can you move and let me have the cutting board there? Oh, yeah. Thank you, babe.
That's the one thing about our kitchen is where it's not necessarily set up exactly the way that we'd like it to be. And so every once in a while we got to share space and it gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
But go over and watch what Mom's doing, Kate.
Hold on.
So she can see. There is something fun about being able to cook and incorporate Thrive food into what we do. And Thrive food is so simple. I mean, the green beans are simply that, green beans. And Mom, what's that label say on the mushrooms there?
It did mushrooms. See?
Yeah, it's just mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
So that's all it is.
I'm gonna get a cup of the mushrooms I need.
And
I'll use a bowl for that.
it's easy to prepare. It's easy to order. It's easy to use, and it comes right to your door. And there's so many applications to Thrive Life. There's a lot of people that have been asking me, is it a good application for camping?
Yes.
And I would say that's a great application. If you're an RVer, if you're either living on the road or in an RV, we have some YouTube friends that do live in an RV, and they're traveling the country with their kids. It is a great product for them because they don't need refrigerator space for it. It's simply stow and go kind of stuff, you know.
You could vacuum seal it, like if you had like a meal saver thing with the vacuum sealing thing. You could vacuum seal your meal, or if you didn't have that, you can put them in mason jars and just do it that way. And then you would have all of your meals in that mason jar, and all you have to do is dump it in water and cook it till it's done. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in this bowl.
Does it feel like we have a small kitchen, you guys? I see Tracy saying she feels like we have a small kitchen, but I feel like this is one of the bigger kitchens we've ever had. Our home in Maryland had an itty-bitty, small. I thought it was small, didn't you, dear?
Yeah, it was actually it was a bigger house with a smaller kitchen. So
we're refreshing those in water, guys.
Yeah.
We're just bringing them back to life with water. That's all we're doing, and they'll just sit there. Check out Jack and his cheese grating abilities. Every once in a while, Jack will leave us a fingernail, but we forgive him for that.
Fingernail.
Every once in a while, he just rubbed his fingernail off on it.
No, it's more
delicious.
Finger. It's more a piece of my finger.
So right here, check this out, check that out, and then go over there and let Mom talk about the hamburgers.
Hey, it counts as extra iron.
Sorry, I'm left-handed, so everything's in your way. All right, there you go. We'll put those over.
Angle.
And
What
then
did you use to make the, what did you use to make the burger? What's in that?
It has, we did a video on steak hoagies before, and it has ground beef, Italian sausage, garlic, and oregano in the meat. And so I just make that into patties. The way that they're usually made around here is they're just like a big hamburger patty, but we prefer it actually with the sausage in it. So, all right, let me see the next thing I gotta do here. I think I gotta chop up my onions. So, mushrooms. Okay, yeah, I gotta chop up my onions. Onions.
Oh, Donna Terry said she ran out of eggs yesterday.
Uh-huh.
It so happens that she got out her Thrive order. She got her Thrive order in the mail, and you guessed it, eggs. That's right. She got eggs in it.
That makes it really. The eggs for me are really handy, like when I'm baking, and I don't you run out of eggs, and you don't want to go to the grocery store for a carton of eggs because you know you're going to come home with more than just a carton of eggs. And I believe, I can't remember what it is in a number 10 can, like how many servings of eggs are actually in there. It's like some ridiculously large amount. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's pretty big. So I'm going to chop up these onions because, like I said, I used up the last of my chopped onions the other day. So we're waiting until it's time for us to buy groceries again, and then we'll just we'll get a can of the chopped onions again.
So this was requested by Max for his birthday.
Yep. Max is awesome.
No trucking it up. You didn't miss anything. We're just making steak hoagies and green bean casserole and drinking Mountain Dew. We're drinking Mountain Dew. That's the most important part. That's my most important part.
No, I don't like Mountain Dew.
Yep. Those aren't steaks. Those are the steak sandwiches. That's the hamburger and Italian sausage and what else?
It's got garlic and oregano in it. I think it's actually kind of a regional thing for this area, like maybe the kind of the tri-state area of like Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. I don't know. I keep looking here and the camera's not there.
The camera's over here.
Yep.
So I think it's something that may be regional for kind of our area. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the onions in this. So that's what a steak hoagie is around here. It's
What are you
not
crying for, Kate?
That was my bowl.
That was your bowl.
That was my bowl.
No dinner for you tonight.
So our children have color-coded bowls. So this is Katie's bowl,
That's
and
Jack.
that's Jack's bowl, and then Max has an orange one, and Miles has a red one. So we know when somebody has not washed their plate bowl, whatever. So.
All right, so there's a lot of people on the live stream right now wishing you a happy birthday. So you just say thank you to everybody and try to do that goofy thing that you do so well. A little song and dance for everybody.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's a little bit of Goin Batty.
All right, so we're going to get out a saucepan.
We are in the middle of making dinner for Max. It's his birthday dinner. And so.
My saucepan is dirty from lunch and did not get cleaned up.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun,
And I
dun,
think
dun.
it's the
All of the
camera
eyes have pointed towards the cameraman all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Through that, no.
I'm a camera lady.
What's this sticky stuff right here?
Hi, Angie's Pantry. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. We are making steak hoagies and green bean casserole with Thrive Life green beans. Check that out. We're refreshing them right now. We've got the onions cut. We couldn't use Thrive Life onions, but you can get great chopped Thrive Life onions. We didn't have any in stock.
I missed my onions because it made me cry.
It made her cry cutting them up, and then we're refreshing the mushrooms.
Yep.
So we've got all of these things. It's kind of crazy right now. We just got back from Cincinnati just moments ago. Just moments ago we got back from Cincinnati and started cooking everything. And so it's a little bit nutty. It's a little bit crazy, and we're here with you guys. So I'm very excited. Hi, Alice. Let me just read off some of the folks that are with us. We got Alice Hagen. We've got Angie. We've got Noah's Ark. We've got Don and Terry. We've got Michelle. Thank you for that recipe, Michelle. I know Heather appreciated
Yes,
that.
I do.
Let's see. She did get that recipe. Baker's mom, how are you? Christy, how are you? Coco, Noel. Let's see. Virginia, Nancy. Let's see. Noah's Ark. I already said that. I'm repeating myself. Trucking it up.
Sherry.
Sherry. There's a bunch of people on here. My goodness. I'm so glad you guys are with us.
Dad, someone was asking what dessert Max was having for his birthday.
Oh, well, this is the deal, okay? In no way do we take parental responsibility for what you're about to see. This was our children's doing fully, but Katie made the cake. She made the icing from scratch. And let's be honest, sometimes it's just easier to buy a 99-cent box of cake instead of making it from scratch. So, I know that's not very homesteady, but we were in a hurry and life gets the best of us. Katie and Max decorated this thing right here this afternoon. So that's the birthday cake we'll be using for Max. Yes, let me point this out. That is a nose right there. And yes, that's some sort of green substance coming from the nose. And yes, my daughter decorated that cake, so.
But it was all Max's idea, I swear.
Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway.
I could not possibly come up with an idea like that. Excuse
She
me.
didn't just come up with the idea, she painted it on the side of the cake. It's kind of funny because Katie is usually not the one to come up with the ideas, but she's the executor of the ideas.
Yeah.
It rarely does it ever happen.
All right.
So, Mom, what's going on with the green bean casserole?
I am getting ready to put the butter in the pan, and then I'm going to start. I always fuss at the kids because they leave empty boxes of things in the refrigerator.
Goodness, Heather.
I have to wander around with my phone because it has my recipe on it. It's on pepper plate. So so we're going to get the 3 tablespoons of butter, and we'll make sure we put the fried recipe down below, and we'll also link our video to the steak hoagies.
I'm sorry I used your other saucepan.
Well, it's okay that you used it. It's not okay that you didn't clean it up.
Put that away.
Okay.
Careful.
I'm sorry.
You're forgiven. All right, so, and now we're going to drain. We're going to drain our mushrooms.
Yay!
Yay!
Mushroom
drainage.
draining.
I actually like, green bean casserole. I actually like it. It's not something that, many people talk about, but I really do like it. And so I'm kind of excited Heather's making it tonight. It's an interesting night because we had so much going on. We didn't know if we'd make it back in time. And we just thought, you know what? That's what Friday Night Freestyle is all about, is just kind of going with it, whatever life has at you.
Flying by the seat of our pants.
By the seat of our pants. How many children do we have? Well, we have 4 children. Heather has 5 because I act like a child. No, that's not funny. I'm sorry. No, we have 4 kids and they're awesome.
I want to show you something.
2 teenagers.
So I took the mushrooms and I drained the water out of it because they're refreshed now, and I actually pushed on it and got the extra liquid out of it. So we're going to put that in our pan with our butter.
Ooh, butter and mushrooms.
Woohoo, yum.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Okay.
That doesn't look that appetizing.
Shush, Jack. This isn't your dinner.
Ah,
Okay. And then we're going to set that over here.
Okay.
My other stuff. And then we're going to put some garlic powder in this because we used up the last of our fresh garlic on the garlic bread over there.
you made garlic bread?
Well, we made that for the steak hoagies.
You didn't use up all the fresh garlic?
But I don't think I have enough though to do this. So we're going to use the powder if I can find it. Oh, here it is. So, yeah, let me see that.
Oh, how that is.
And
Jack, you're cooking some hoagies, some steak burgers.
These are the steak burgers. Over there is the hoagies.
So that's what I meant.
yeah. All right. So we're going to do some garlic powder in that. And we're going to kind of saute those until they get soft. Well, they're already soft, but until you start to smell the garlic in it. And then I need to get the flour out.
What's up?
Alright, so let me check my instructions here. Because I think, I'm going to add the
All the things that we have sitting around. Do you need the half and half out, Heather?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you need the Omeprazole out?
No, I don't need my nuts.
You what?
Okay,
Follow Mom.
that's why Mom.
Follow Mom.
Okay.
Go with Mom and she'll explain the recipe.
So I put the onions in there, and Jack is flipping over the, Jack, let me help you with that.
Sorry, it's a little bit.
Yeah, and you're gonna splatter grease all over yourself.
That's gonna be
hide
bad.
behind you.
Yeah, hide, move your face. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so I turned this up to like a medium high heat, and I'm just gonna let those saute until the onions get soft.
Someone say
Yeah.
hashtag TSB.
Oh, was that? Who was
That
that?
was Noah's Ark.
Oh, Noah's Ark. No, we're not making those. We're not making the burritos.
We're not making toilet seat burritos tonight.
Okay, so.
I
So I gotta let those kind of sit down for a minute. Jack, you got the cheese grated up, right?
All right, so we have a question from Baker's Mom when you're
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you get any flack growing up being left-handed? I wish my mom hadn't forced me to be right-handed.
I actually did not, because there were 2 left-handed children in my family. There was me and my older brother.
Christy's left-handed too.
Yeah. So I didn't get a whole lot of it. You know, when I was a kid, the only thing that I do everything left-handed except for cut with scissors, because my brother would get the left-handed scissors, and then because there was only one pair in the house, so I just learned how to cut that, and I learned how to be ambidextrous when I put on mascara, because I hate reaching across this way and trying to. So I can do this eye with this hand and this eye with that hand, but
I can't.
I never got a whole lot of flack about being left-handed. So I think what we're going to do now, because we're waiting on that, I actually have to pull out now another pot so that we can make the tomato sauce for
The
the.
tomato sauce is over here.
Yeah, I know,
Got the tomato powder.
the tomato powder. And what I like about that is that I can store that big can
That big
in the
can.
pantry, and this has, let me see, it contains 86 servings in it. So 86 servings, if you think about it, one of those was it
Cans of crushed tomatoes.
cans of crushed tomatoes, I think is either 3 or 4 servings. That it's going to take up a lot less space if you're getting 86 servings out of it.
Yeah.
But what I also like about it too is that it can either be tomato sauce or it can be tomato paste. Because usually what I do is I start out, and I'll show you, I'll start out as tomato paste and then move it into sauce. So that I'll start it out where it's a little thicker, and I'll kind of cook it like you usually do with tomato paste, where you kind of cook the, I don't know, not the raw taste out of it, but you tend to like kind of brown tomato paste a little bit to like make the flavor a little bolder. So I'm going to cut up some more onions because we're going to use that in our tomato sauce.
Coco Noel, I'll figure that out. I don't know why the link isn't working. I apologize. We're
Yeah, that's not my fault that the link isn't working.
that's a dad
That's a dad
that's a
issue.
dad issue.
All right, so we're going to
That's my fault.
this. And hey, Jack, can you go get me a little bit of oil to put in that pan so I can saute the onion?
Yes, ma'am.
It's up here in the pantry, sweetheart.
I knew that.
Oh, you just cut into it and I'm already crying and I'm not even cutting up the onion.
Yeah, it makes me miss my.
Oh, drama.
This is where I miss
Oh, drama.
the freeze dry. We do comedy and we do tragedy, Katie, but we do not do drama. Yes.
Isn't that what crying for no reason is?
Huh?
Isn't that what crying for no reason is? Drama?
You're crying for no reason is drama? No. I don't think so.
No, that's just kind of being a girl sometimes. All right, so we're gonna, actually, I'm gonna put there it is. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in my pan here, and I always make
I need to follow you.
extra tomato sauce because we can use it for like several different things. But I want just enough oil in there, not a whole lot, just to saute the
Onions.
So
Oh gosh.
okay, and these
You're
are starting to get done. If you want to look at these, so I'm going to turn this down, and hopefully you won't get to see Heather burn something because she's got all of this stuff going.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Baker Mom, I have one of my curtains finished. It's just that I just got the other one, so I'm going to be working on my curtains soon.
Yeah.
My other one soon.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to start working on aprons and stuff like
All
that.
right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to make a roux. So we're going to take the flour and
Flour. That's some really good flour.
and we're going to take that's an eighth of a cup, but I think my fourth of a cup is dirty from somebody earlier today. So
Is it
here.
not me?
Thing you can use too.
There is Thrive flour, but we have this, so we don't.
Hold on, let me get around this side.
And Thrive also makes they make gluten-free flour. So if you can't have regular flour, you can do the gluten. So we're gonna mix this around, and we're making a roux.
That's what it looks like in the middle.
Okay, Jeff. And right now I can't focus on that sweet part, or I'm gonna burn something. Okay.
I just don't know when they're going.
All right. So we're gonna do that. And can you keep stirring this for me, Jack?
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, if you are a Thrive fan and you're a Thrive customer, we have some stuff to tell you. Katie, over here for just a second. Sometimes Katie doesn't know where to go because we were pulling her two different directions tonight. So, there is going to be a Thrive Black Friday sale, and I don't know how long it's going to last. They haven't released a lot of information about it yet. But it's going to start on Friday. It's going to end sometime Sunday. And there are going to be some real serious discounts, like crazy discounts. So if you get a monthly delivery from us or you want to restart it for November, this is a great opportunity because you're going to see deep discounts on the price of the stuff that they do. So be aware of that.
Okay, hold on.
Because we have...
I'm gonna burn something.
We're going to have a lot of things to do. We got burgers cooking.
Yeah.
Jack's jumping up and down. So Katie, let me have that and you help Jack, okay? I'll take this for a second because Jack's got a big plate of meat he's dealing with, and
So
Heather's making some stuff.
I'm doing the milk here,
Go ahead.
and then I'm going to put in a cup of cream if I can find my cup. Here it is. So this is where I need more than one person in the kitchen with me. So
This is why it gets crazy when Heather's making dinner for all 6 of us.
and then we're just gonna stir this up.
So that's Thrive Life milk powder in there
Yeah.
with the cream to make the roux sauce. Look at that steak. Oh, just stop for a second.
Oh yeah.
Look at those. Those are our sandwiches tonight, you guys. Is that crazy or what?
Okay, and so I'm just mixing this up, and I'm gonna go pour this over in our roux.
Okay.
Okay.
Jack, let me get in there, buddy.
Okay.
Sorry, here's.
All right, so now we're gonna mix this up with a fork to get all the little bits off the bottom.
Yep.
Until that thickens.
How long do you cook it for it to thicken?
Until it's thick.
Does it take a certain amount of time?
It just depends. It's like making gravy
Oh,
or
yeah.
making a bechamel sauce for like.
Do we need to shut this off?
I actually have one more that needs to go in there.
I just got stuck biting grease. Ow. Dang it. All right, so we got one more of those to cook.
Yeah.
I will need it.
Jack will
All
get
right.
on it.
So yeah, here, Jack, you do this. In case I need you to cut up the rest of the onions for me, honey.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Where's my onion goggles when I need them?
Yeah, she had onion goggles when she was a kid.
Yep.
So this is rear. Okay, so that we're gonna turn down because we
Right,
don't want to
left-handed
scorch the oil.
person.
Heather, pour that in the skillet to get that fond. You know what that means? Coco Noel just said it.
Oh, into that skillet?
Yeah.
We don't want that skillet because that's not going into the green beans. But no, I I would totally. I'm going to pull that off the heat because he doesn't have a burger in there, and I don't want the grease to get burning.
Turn it down.
Coming back.
Here he goes. He's coming back. All right.
All right.
Is it? Hold on. Let's flatten it out a little more. But because this is for the steak sandwiches and this is for the green bean casserole, I don't want it to taste like steak burgers, the steak hoagies. There.
Trucking it up. I'm sorry that your dinner consists of a bowl of cereal.
Dude, you need to come over to our house. We have an extra steak burger or steak hoagie.
That's
Oh, don't. I didn't see the grease. She didn't see the grease.
Oh, okay.
She was. Heather, have
Yes.
you made breakfast sausage gravy?
I have, yes.
You haven't? Have you made a video of
I
it?
think I did. I did biscuits. Well, it wasn't a video of just like biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
I think it was one of our vlogs because we did it. Remember, we did it before we were going to go to Kings Island.
Yep.
And it wound up raining, and then it stopped.
Yep.
And I had biscuits and gravy and sausage and eggs before I went riding all of those rides.
Yep.
Not good.
No.
Not good. So,
No. That was
Right,
bad,
sorry.
actually. Yeah. Oh, and trucking it up. I love cereal as a meal sometimes, and if it's sugar corn puffs, that's a good one. Noah's Ark is saying I've never had biscuits and gravy.
What? That's just crazy.
Look at the shock in her face.
That's just
She doesn't
crazy.
believe you.
You should have biscuits and gravy, but you have to have it made by somebody who knows how to make them.
Nancy's having ham and cheese strombolis.
Ooh, that
That
sounds,
sounds good too. Little stromboli.
So we're gonna let that cook. And then
Donna
it's
Terry's eating chips.
gonna-
Look at that right there, though. That's awesome meat going on.
Donna Terry's meal for
Ship it. Alice hasn't either. There's a lot of people that have never had biscuits and gravy. I mean, it's not health food or nothing, so I understand that. But check out our green beans and how they're refreshing so nicely.
Are you like? Well, maybe it's a Southern thing. I mean, my family is from the South. My grandparents are both from Tennessee, and so that used to be like a staple. Like we would have biscuits and gravy not for breakfast.
Yep.
So,
They have a lot of Southern people at their church.
Yeah. So yeah, that and everything fried. Like I made fried okra the other night.
Oh,
I
man.
made.
Hey, tell them the crazy part about that fried okra.
What about it? Kevin ate it and he liked it. Kevin hates okra.
I hate okra, and I've eaten it, and it was my wife has turned to me. But I am of the opinion that if you fry anything, it's probably going to be good.
Okay. So
You know.
we're gonna get out our. Excuse me, Kate. Watch your head, big girl.
You're doing a good job cutting them onions, kid.
I miss my Thrive onions. Don't wipe your face with the onion hand.
Don't wipe your face with the onion hand.
Don't do that.
All right, let me go to the live stream here real quick. There's everybody. Noah's Ark says, me neither. I've never had biscuits and gravy. That's Alicia. Michelle said, oh, I'm from Tennessee. Noah's Ark says, I didn't know that people put peanuts in Coke until I started going to that church.
My grandfather used to do a RC Cola. That's what he would do. He would put peanuts down in RC Cola, and he would drink the RC Cola with peanuts and eat a moon pie.
So, deep fried pickle spears with wasabi sauce.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yep. My sister-in-law taught me how to make gravy 2 years old. Had to go to Mississippi to learn to make gravy.
Yeah.
I'm a Hawaiian who grew up in Southern Cal, and we had lots of biscuits and gravy.
Oh, okay.
Kevin, a tall gap table cart would be perfect between the stove and 4 outlets.
Yes, it
Let's
would.
talk about that for a minute. Everybody come over here. Look over here. You see our refrigerator right here? This space is going to turn into where the oven is going to go. We're going to put cabinets up there, and we're going to put a hood right there. And then the refrigerator will go over here. That way, you can put something here that actually makes sense. Where over here, this is too small of a gap. We can't find anything to fill that gap
It's
up
only
with.
about 12 inches wide.
Yeah, and there's nothing that you...
And that is where the stove originally was, and it was
That's
a gas stove that
That's
was
right.
there. And I think when it comes to canning and stuff like that, I actually would rather have a gas stove.
For sure.
Yeah. And then
But this is a great stove. I mean,
so,
my mom bought that stove for us when we first got married.
can you give me the salt and pepper?
Right over there. Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Salt.
That looks
So
good.
this is kind of what you're looking for here. It's thickened up, so it is the consistency of like maybe well, I would say gravy, but if you don't know what gravy is, then probably like an Alfredo sauce.
So how much salt and pepper do you just put in here?
Just enough.
I love asking her that question because she cooks like the best way to cook is to not measure it, just go by your eyeball and by your taste.
Yep. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put
Don't press down on it, son. Don't press down on it.
that is the front.
It'll
Okay,
bruise the meat.
so we're going to take this over here, and I'm going to get my.
Let me hold this and you help Jack with the meat, okay?
Actually, what I need her to do is to put the onions into the oil.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do what Mom says.
Where's my bowl of onions?
There you go.
There it is.
All right. So.
So let's watch this. Oh,
These
yeah.
are, here you go. Stir them up so they don't burn.
Saute them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Katie getting her cook on. Look at that. Katie getting her cook on.
This is like the
Awesome.
perfect little spot for me to stand at the side of the.
It is a little bit perfect because you can fit right in there, can't you?
Yep.
Her honey's a little smaller than mine.
Yeah.
That's too much information.
Hold up, Jack. Hold up. Jack needs a little help before we burn something here.
All right. I am
Just leave it in there.
going to
Yeah.
drain these green beans.
I know how to do this.
Go get the big plate of things.
All right. So I need follow me, honey.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
All right. So I drained the green beans, and
Yep.
I've got any of the excess liquid out. Please excuse our sink full of dirty dishes.
That's right. Absolutely.
And so we're going to dump that in here. And we're going to mix
Go ahead.
that kind of, I don't know, I guess you can call it a gravy.
Jack, come around here and open up this,
But
please.
this is the equivalent of a can of Campbell's
Mushroom
I'm
soup.
gonna lose that fork. Mushroom soup, and I'm gonna have to
No,
go.
open the thing.
Mama, do we put this in
Yes, put that in there.
how much?
Enough.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay.
Way better than Camels, said Life Unwired.
Yeah. So we're gonna mix that up. And then I greased this pan. And I also preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And we're gonna just go ahead and pour that in there. Hey, Jack.
Thank you, Donna Terry. Donna Terry just gave us a super chat.
Oh, thank you, Donna. That was sweet of you.
That was very cool.
Okay.
Hey, Jack. Sorry, we got our sons sometimes have this very interesting.
And then, like.
Oh wait, Life Unwired says stop stirring. I can't get my fork in the bowl. That's very funny, actually.
All right. So the best part is the French fried onions. Now I was actually contemplating making these homemade, but I didn't get to that. So we have the canned stuff, which is just as good. So, or maybe not just as good, but it's good.
Those things are awesome. Those
Yeah,
are a
they
great
are.
snack for everybody.
Yeah.
They're very
Look at
bad.
the crowd that's gathered to watch this entire thing to see if they can pick anything at it. Max, wait until you see these burgers, man. They're awesome. Go peek in the microwave.
All right.
Go peek in the microwave. Look at the burgers in there. Just open it. It's okay.
Yeah.
A good coating of those on there. All right. So this is going to go into our 350 degree oven.
Awesome.
So, and then, Jack, I'm going to put these. You're right. I do need to put everything. I want you to go get me. I need a pot holder, which I can't find mine.
We don't have
Those
any
have
pot
to go
holders.
into the oven too.
We made all of them and sold them online. We don't have any pot holders. We need to make some for ourselves. We don't have any pot holders. It's kind of funny, isn't it?
And I don't have any dish towels. Okay.
We have some of those. They're
We-
just not clean.
Yeah.
It's been one of those days. So.
Yeah.
Space saving idea. Pull out pan hanging unit for under the tall cupboard. That's a good idea, Coco Noel. Thank you. I like that idea very much.
Move that one up. Move this one.
Next to the new stove. I agree with you.
is we're going to put the gravy casserole on the bottom shelf. My shelf is crooked. I did that wrong.
It's crooked.
I did that wrong. It's going to slide right on your
crooked shelf.
I need my crooked shelf.
Now we're gonna watch this.
Okay.
See, this is what happens when dinner's cooked. We have an audience that's watching.
We're going downstairs to watch the movie.
Alright, so there. Alright.
Wait till Mom gets her stuff in here.
Okay.
We were holding.
Alright.
Oh, it's warm.
So it's in. It's going in.
Alright, so that's going in, and then somebody hand me the hoagie rolls so that we can warm those up.
Hoagie rolls.
Hoagie rolls.
Hoagie buns.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Make way. Hoagies. Make way.
They're hangry. They're hangry. They're mad and hungry all at the same time.
Alright, so
What's going in there, Heather?
we're gonna put our
Onions
tomato
and
powder
garlic.
in there and our water here in a minute. But Kate,
Yes.
will you go out and pick some oregano from out there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Out in the
Okay.
scary dark.
Not
We have oregano right outside our door.
there.
All right, it's not that scary.
There. And that in the giant pile of dirty dishes.
Hey, don't judge the dishes now. We're a real family. We got real things going on.
Alright.
You see that? That made all the wonderful food that we're eating. I'm not complaining. All right, now everybody look at this. This is important.
Hold on, let me take the
Little packet out. Thrive Life has an amazing tomato powder that you can use, and it is incredible. It tastes incredible. It has a 25-year shelf life.
The oregano is the one over here in the short squatty container. All right, I don't want the lemon balm.
That would taste awful. All right.
Okay, so this is the tomato powder. Now you can also buy like pasta sauce powder where it already has the ingredients in it, but I like to have this because it can go in soup. It can make tomato sauce. It can make tomato paste. It's just really, really versatile. So
Yep.
I'm gonna make a lot of it. So we've got.
So you're using the big scoop,
I'm using the big 2-cup scoop.
the 2-cup scoop.
And the amount of water that you put in depends on what kind of consistency that you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start with like a 1-to-1 ratio of it.
So she just put that right in the pan,
Yeah.
folks. She didn't do anything crazy with it. She just put it right in the pan, and it's sitting there on the heat. She's going to add water to it and get it stirred around.
And get it stirred around. Huh?
Is this not?
No, I'm going to need more than that.
Oh, good.
Okay. So right now it's kind of the consistency of tomato paste, and I'm going to need a little more water in it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Yes, it looks weird at the get-go.
Yeah.
But listen, it's not. It tastes wonderful once it's done.
Yep.
With Thrive Life, there is a learning curve to it.
Yeah.
But once you get it, it's so quick.
Yeah. So right now it's like the tomato paste consistency, and actually, like once I get all of the water stirred into it, it looks like tomato paste.
Yep,
It
it
looks
does.
exactly like tomato paste.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going
Two Family Homestead is in the house.
Hey guys,
We've been having laughs with you guys. It's been hilarious.
on Facebook, she sent me a picture of these giant burrito shells,
Yeah.
and then she also sent me a thing because on our last Wednesday night thing, she told me that we sounded like the Swedish chef from the Muppets. She sent me a video, but so it was rather funny. I enjoy my friend's sense of humor. So we're gonna just let that cook to kind of cook the to bring out the flavor of the tomato paste a little bit. So let's see what's that on. Okay, we're gonna turn that on medium.
Now, don't you add some other ingredients to this?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna put some basil in it. I'm not smelling it, so I'm gonna add a little more garlic powder.
I can smell.
We like garlic, so that's not an issue.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna let that just kind of cook in the. I always put like my onions and any of my dry spices in my oil first and let them kind of bloom so that the oil helps release the flavor of your dried spices. Maybe not so much your fresh ones, but it does help with your dried ones. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put the oregano in here. I'm gonna put, after it's done, I've got some fresh basil that I'm gonna put in this.
Now watch this, guys. This is the fresh stuff we're using with Thrive Life. We're using it with Thrive Life, so you can take what you already use. And can you put some of that ice in my glass, Kate? You can take what you already use and incorporate Thrive Life into your everyday life, like we are. And it's not that hard, right, Heather?
No, it's not. Like I said, I could have used fried onions, but I didn't have them, so I used fresh onions, and that's kind of how we use it. I mean, we are of the mindset that, you know, you need to be prepared for things and stuff like that, but this actually helps supplement our food. And like I said, there's 86 servings. That's
supposed to be on?
It's on warm, honey.
Oh, okay.
That's 86 servings of tomatoes, tomato sauce in that can. So,
86 servings
yeah.
are in that can. Not in the pot, but in the can.
Okay, so I forgot to turn the timer on, so 12 minutes.
Guys, welcome to our house. We're so glad you joined us tonight. Thank you for being here. We're so excited that we, you know, I know it seems a little crazy right now.
I hate to do this to you, but I need that cut next.
But welcome.
So, the other thing I have to get is, in my tomato sauce, I always put some sugar in it to kind of take the edge off of the acidity of the
Hi, Adeline.
tomatoes.
So we're putting sugar in sauce.
Yeah, I always do just a little bit, not a whole bunch. But and the other thing I forgot
We're human, all right. Let me tell you, we got a human all over the place.
I forgot.
It's awesome. It's one of those things where, you know, we have so much things going on that we've got to have a little bit of time with our friends, and we thought, man, we better go live tonight so we can say hi to everybody and they can say hi back. Yeah. Yes, she just put pepper flakes in there.
I did. I put a little bit of red pepper flakes in it, and then I need to put some salt and pepper in that.
That's coming along really good.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're going to be eating at like
we'll be eating late. Who
8:30
cares?
at night.
Who cares?
Yeah. So
We'll have a late night tonight, and then tomorrow, guess what we'll do?
Work.
We'll sleep.
We'll sleep.
Because we did all our work today. We did all that yard work today.
Yep. So now I've got that kind of cooked a little bit. So what I'm going to do.
Christy puts a dab of sugar in her tomato sauce too.
Yep. Is I'm going to take that from paste to sauce now.
Sorry, Adeline. We love onions in our house, so we got to have it.
So we're going to add.
I see your yuck and raise you a yum. Man, that food is looking very, very good. It is looking very good, and it's not done yet. We're gonna get the sandwich put together. Wait until we put these sandwiches together.
So now we're going from tomato paste to tomato sauce.
We're going into the tomato sauce mode.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Amy puts sugar in her sauce too.
Yeah. I actually learned that from Mary at the church that we went to.
Noah's Ark says onions give my husband gas.
Well, they don't feed him onions. So, a lady that we went to church with, she always told me she put a little bit of sugar in her tomato sauce to kind of take that acidic edge off. I am just slopping this everywhere.
That's all right. Hey, yes, you can pick up dehydrated water at Deep South Homestead anytime. So now we're kind of at a sauce consistency. And what I like about this is that it can be, hold on, go see. Bless you.
Let me wash my hands.
That was not in the food, by the way, folks. That was not in the food.
All right. So we like on our steak hoagies for our sauce to be just a little bit thicker, so it sticks on them.
Yep.
Where we like for our tomato sauce for our pasta to be just a little bit thinner than that. So I am going to go ahead and put
Jack, come here.
a little bit of sugar.
A little more sugar?
No, I didn't put any sugar.
Oh, I thought you did already. I'm sorry.
I put salt in it.
That's my bad.
So this is kind of a big pot of stuff. So I'm looking at probably about
Go ahead and get the table cleaned off, please.
maybe about 3 tablespoons of sugar in this. But like I said, I can use this for spaghetti sauce. I can thin it down a little more. I can use it. This would be a great consistency for lasagna because it would stick to your pasta.
Donna, I checked your buns for her. She's fine.
Right.
I mean, these buns. Sorry. Those buns right there.
Honey, those are cut the wrong way. They're supposed to be cut in slices, not in dices.
Oops. Well, we can still eat them though, right?
Yes. Well, they're supposed to be really thin slices to go on the steak sandwiches. So that's all right.
Come here and fix them a little bit.
Well, she can just cut. We'll put
We'll put fold an onion back together.
No, we'll put that in a bowl and we'll use it for breakfast in the morning.
Mr. Peanut, I hope you appreciate all the torture we're enduring for your.
And honestly, I'll be done here in a minute and I can take over that for her. But,
They said they hope that you appreciate all the torture that they're enduring, enjoying watching Mom make this great food.
yeah. So we're gonna put our
Somebody just said the worst. They said it kind of looks like ketchup.
Actually, when you look at it live, like it doesn't. Like, I mean, my family doesn't like tomato sauce that has chunks in it.
No.
So when I would buy cans of crushed tomatoes, I would actually put them in my blender and to where there was no chunks, because Kevin hates chunks of tomato in anything.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We're gonna.
But Heather, also that doesn't. You cook that a little longer. That cooks deeper, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we're gonna give.
I don't remember.
We're gonna stir that in there. And
No,
then,
we're not having pasta. The tomato sauce goes on the steak sandwich.
So, and we're just gonna leave that.
And whatever
on
sauce is left over, we'll use that for pasta tomorrow. The kids will eat for leftovers.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave that on a medium heat. It might help if it was on the burner. So, and we're gonna just let that kind of cook through a little bit, and then I'll take over from Katie cutting the onion.
Yeah.
Because I know how much she loves cutting onion.
That's right.
Wait, are you gonna make me do it, or
No, I'll
are
do
you? Yay!
Katie doesn't have to cut any more onions. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Cut 2 onions. That's enough. Tears are
pouring.
down
So-
my face.
We just got to mess everything in.
We're doing good. We're doing good. So can you be the cameraman again? Thank you.
Yeah.
And shine it over there by Mom and walk her. Let her show everybody how to cut an onion for real.
Show everyone how to cut an onion for real, Mom.
So we're gonna cut. I always cut the top end off, and then I cut it. I don't cut this nub off. I cut through it, and then I take off those outer peels.
Nancy says she can't handle chunks of tomato either, babe.
Yeah, I can handle them. I don't mind them, but Kevin doesn't like them, so we just don't have them. And then take that outer layer off.
They said back the camera up. Their eyes are watering.
Oh, all right.
Katie's
So
laughing.
I leave that root end on because it makes it easier to hold on to, and your onion pieces it doesn't slide everywhere. So
All right,
I'm going to cut these real thin.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah.
Some of the folks on live stream
Uh-huh.
want a TSB challenge.
Oh, jeez.
So here's what we're gonna do. We'll take you up on that challenge, everybody. Let's see who can make the biggest toilet seat burrito. We'll get a recipe together in the next week, and we'll see who can make the biggest burrito. All channels that want to participate are in. Tag each other and tag us. We will do the biggest burrito shells we can find and the biggest burrito we can find, and we'll have different kinds of ingredients in it. How about that? We can use some of the sliced chicken that we have for Thrive Life. We can cook the rice that we have downstairs. We have like a gazillion pounds of it. How does that sound, babe?
That sounds good.
Let's do it. We're on.
Okay, so
All right, Two Family Homestead. You're doing a live stream tomorrow. You guys got to check out Two Family Homestead. They're the bomb.
yes.
Check them out. Give them a little bit of your time. Give them a lot of bit of your time. Give them a lot of bit of their thumbs up.
No Life Unwired. We do not have a TSB t-shirt yet.
Heather's onions are bipolar.
They're bipolar.
Yes, they cry a lot.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's what she's trying to say. No, we don't have the TSB t-shirt yet, but let me tell you, we are working on it.
We are.
Yes, we are. I don't have a design yet, but Kitty, did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
honey, I want those in here.
Well, oh well. I guess I'm not gonna help anymore. I'm just messing things up.
This is for the steak sandwiches. These
The
are
other
for
one is for
tomorrow for breakfast. We'll have those.
like to
I'll
put
eat those
with
with my peppers.
artichokes and spinach and like all that stuff that no one else likes except for me
and me. Okay.
and you.
All right. So what's the next thing? Oh, I got to do the basil.
Basil.
I'm going to stir this because it's
Come on.
splattering all over my stove. This is the messiest that my stove has ever been for a video. Ever.
Look at
It is.
it's like all over there.
I know.
It even got over here.
I know. I'm gonna clean it up. It's.
Mm.
I told Kevin. I said it's hard for me to do live feeds because I can't I can't erase this when it's live. I have to do it at the same time.
People, no worries.
So I got it. It's all over the back of my wall too.
What's the phrase you always say when if people came over to see you? That's great, but if they came over to judge your house, they can take a walk.
Yeah, that's my grandma. My grandma used to say that.
Well, she still
says that. So all right. So bear in mind, what am I doing? Oh.
You were in the kitchen and you were making food.
Dinner, yes.
All right. So I gotta find the basil. There you go. Please do not videotape me bent over in the refrigerator, please.
She just turned her plate.
Sorry.
Okay, now I'll come over.
All right, so with basil, which probably most of you know, you don't put it in
Basil.
when your sauce is cooking. You have to take your sauce off the heat, and you have to. Now this has already been washed, and I keep it wrapped in a wet paper towel to keep it from going bad. But
So why is the reason why you have to pull it off the heat?
because it will dull the flavor of the basil.
Oh.
So
I thought
that's what I was told.
Or I thought it would like catch on fire like
Okay.
things do with vanilla.
I'm going to stir this again because it's popping. So we're going to do that. And now I know a lot of people say just tear it up into there, but for me it's easier if I stack the leaves on top of each other and then just cut it into little teeny tiny like slivers. And that's how I do my basil. So I'll just stack it on there like this.
That's a lot of.
It's actually not, if you think about it, because your dried stuff has you use less of it because it's more concentrated. It's like when you buy concentrated orange juice. So if it's fresh orange juice, you know how you don't get as much as you do like when it's in a can and you buy it at the grocery store. So I roll it up like this. I gotta move it the other way since I'm left-handed. And then you just cut it into little teeny tiny like slivers. And don't cut your fingers off. Got to remember to kind of keep your fingers kind of tucked in and kind of rolled in like I have here, so you don't nick the tips of your fingers, and you don't get fingernail in your.
That'd be nasty.
That'd be nasty. We don't like.
We don't want.
Family Homestead says, "Look at your awesome knife skills."
Yeah. So, all right. So what we're gonna do now is.
Okay, go over here.
Something's done. So our hoagie rolls are done. And I believe that our
green bean casserole is done.
Casserole may be done.
Bring on the fried onions.
Coco Noel says woody herbs release flavor and heat.
Yes.
Is that what does that mean?
That means your herbs like your rosemary, your thyme, your sage.
Sage.
Yeah.
Can you
Those.
point the
Yeah.
camera at that? Yeah.
All right. So it looks like our green bean casserole is done, and I'm going to set it over here and let it rest for a few minutes.
Oh man, that looks
So it
awesome.
kind of stiffens
Look
up.
at that.
It's all bubbly and good. Man, that's awesome.
And let me check our
Oh gosh.
hoagie rolls. Okay, yeah, those are all warm on the inside, so we're going to take those out too. And I do not have another pot holder to put them on.
The lack of pot holders in our house. It's frustrating.
Well,
It's very frustrating.
You're gonna have to make some, dear. Just put it on the table.
Don't burn me, please.
It'll melt in my mouth. It's okay. I got it at the dollar store. All right, so we are going to leave the oven on because we're going to actually put those hoagies back in the oven to
To what?
To what?
I'm sorry.
Where are we going? I'm confused.
We're going to put it back in the oven to melt the cheese on it. So I'm going to bring that pot over here.
So
Just stay put. She's bringing a pot over and she didn't want to hit you with a
All
hot
right,
pot.
so
that hurt.
There you go.
I'm
Awesome.
going to taste the sauce real quick.
Oh, can I taste some?
Ooh,
too?
me too.
No,
Fried life green bean casserole.
Okay, so. Yeah, that's it. So it's missing something though because there's gonna be basil in it.
What's the thing you used to say? Never trust a cook that never tasted their own food on camera.
No, that's not what I used to
Oh,
say. I
I'm
used
sorry.
to say I don't trust skin cooks.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, I mean, coming from a girl who's a little on the bigger side, that's probably not very nice, but.
Don Terry, come on over. It's only a 45-minute maybe hour-long drive.
Okay, so there we go. We put our basil in there. We're just gonna let that sit. Splattered it on myself. All right, now we have our.
Oh.
I need to move.
Yes, you do.
I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna sit right here
All
and let
right.
you
So
assemble these beautiful sandwiches.
we are going to get a plate.
Yeah, plates.
Woohoo,
Love
plates.
plates.
Katie's plate.
No, not my plate. How am I
It's a
supposed to
plate.
eat?
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. No worries. Look
I
at
just
this.
don't eat.
Now, the plan originally was for Heather to make her own buns.
Yeah,
There's
I get really ambitious sometimes.
And it was just too much. We didn't
Yeah.
get enough done yesterday, and we were all kind of just tired by the end of the day
Yeah.
yesterday. And then today we did, the boys kicked butt. They did a ton of yard work. Our entire walkway out front had an amazing amount of overgrowth. So like no one had edged it in many years, and so we had to go through and get all that grass back up and dig up all that dirt that kind of grew over.
Yeah, we have about another foot of sidewalk now. Because
Thank you to Family Homestead.
What
They're
happened?
troll slaying for us.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
thank
you,
you.
family. We
So-
appreciate that.
I'm currently the cameraman, so I can't do anything about it right now.
We're relying on the the trolls must be hungry too. Well, you
They
know,
are not allowed to come over.
they're not allowed. They're not invited over. The trolls are not allowed to be
All right,
here.
so we're gonna put our.
Onions that
Oh,
you
here we
cut
go.
up.
Come on now.
Okay.
Let's get real here. Oh man, that looks good, Heather. That's gonna be a messy sandwich too.
Yes, it is.
That's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
all over me. I'm so excited.
the best kind of sandwiches are the messy kind.
Oh, look at the onions you just put on that. Good lord,
That's
that's
a lot.
amazing. Those are
Well, they're
beautiful.
cut really, really thin,
Yeah.
and so that's so you
That's
don't get a
amazing.
huge.
Yeah, I was about to
chunk.
say that one right there didn't have enough onions, but then you put more on. And I'm like, yes, yes, that's the way how you put onions on things.
Okay, so now we're gonna put our
Oh.
hoagies on here. Our,
Thank you guys.
Patties.
Thank you.
there we go. Actually, I have.
We have one extra bun.
We have one extra.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna.
You know what? I can take that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I did say that the green bean casserole was all Thrive.
Well,
there-
it's mostly Thrive. It's mostly.
well, here's
Thrive.
the ingredients that are in it. Heather, we've got
The
Thrive green beans,
Thrive green beans, Thrive,
Thrive
mushrooms, the
Thrive milk.
Thrive milk, and
Then we had regular flour,
yeah,
and then the onion chips on top were, what are those called?
the French fried onions.
French fried
Yeah.
onions. Yep.
So it's one of those things where it's like you can, like I said, I don't do a lot of just Thrive cookie. Like I will mix it in with the other stuff
What?
that I make.
What are you eating that for?
Because there wasn't a burger
There
to go with it.
Oh.
Here, take the top two and you can have a sandwich.
Oh no!
Whatever will you do? All right, so now, dang it.
What are you looking for? Dude?
I'm looking for something so I don't burn my hands.
Well, we can't promise that.
Have
All
fun
right.
with that.
So we're gonna put this
Do this.
back in the oven and hopefully not drop it on the floor.
Boys, pause it and come up
All
here.
right, we're gonna put these back in the oven and we're gonna melt the cheese on it.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hold up. Don't come in yet.
All right.
Yes, melty cheese.
I need you guys to go downstairs and find Mom some towels, some dish towels,
Yeah,
so we
and
can have
so-
something to grab the hot
Over
stuff
here
with.
we have, this is our leftover sauce and we'll
Two more,
use that
like two more.
for another meal. So what I will probably do is put half of that in a container to go in the refrigerator and the other half of it I will freeze. So we can use it, we'll use it for some other time. And here, I gotta show you this. Here, let me have this. My daughter is eating a
Meatless sub.
meatless
We call
hoagie.
it the
So
vegetarian one.
I guess it's
I think.
vegetarian. It's onions, tomato sauce, and
Yep.
cheese
Yep.
and bread. So
That's good.
yeah.
Thank you
And
guys.
garlic and butter.
Yes, yes.
Butter.
All right.
Thank you.
So I'm going to hand this to you, honey, because I'm
Okay.
going to sit down for a minute because we're kind of
Yep.
at a standstill until.
Did you guys put a pause on it?
Yes.
They're not done cooking yet, so we'll call you up when they're ready, okay? Sorry guys, but
I know you're hungry.
I'll tell you what, why don't you guys get the plates washed that need to be washed, because there's only a few here for for us. Here, take this.
Oh, I still want my
If
plate.
you
It has
wash
cheesy
that, I
goodness
will
on
put the hoagie bun tops on that, and then you can have her plate that.
There you go.
Gina, you're in the way.
Gina likes to be right underneath Heather's feet.
She's very useful.
Are the patties hamburger patties, Heather?
They are a hamburger and Italian sausage. So I mixed hamburger and Italian sausage and some garlic and some oregano in those. So that's what's in them. And we have a video that I think Kevin can link later where I show how I do these like step-by-step instructions on it.
For what?
So for the steak hoagies.
Oh, right. Yeah. So nice.
It is hot in here.
Yeah. Look at the scavengers. They're like, oh, jeez. Don't.
Jack, wash your plate.
Jack, it's your
wash
plate.
your plate.
I can't eat it with all the cheesy goodness.
No, wash your plate, sweetheart.
Two-fisted eater right there. Yep. Wait until she actually has some hamburger in the center of that. Don't fill up on bread. You won't be able to eat your whole sandwich.
I doubt that's true. I think she's in a growth spurt right now.
Oh, yeah. We'll move because Mom needs to go right there, I think.
And I'm right.
All right. How long? Whoop. Sorry, my bad. I'm making a mess. Sorry, guys. Dry it. Have Heine. The boys are starving.
I'm not.
Flatland Home Center just simply said, oh my.
It's a lot. We're sorry. It is a lot of noise and it is a lot of commotion in the house when I cook. So,
And especially when you come right at the time where we drop all the plates.
yeah.
Well, Katie eats meat. She's just hungry, so she's eating that too.
Yeah.
We add melted butter with garlic sauce to the outside of the top of our buns.
Yes.
Yes, 1,000 times yes. Right?
All right. Watch out.
Gina, get out of the way.
Spread out a towel.
Spread it out.
So this is melted enough because I'm going to have kids that are going to like
Devour them.
devour each other if I don't.
So-
feed them.
That's the end product. Look at that sandwich, guys. Isn't that awesome? Didn't she do a good job?
We're gonna do that.
Were the buns homemade or purchased?
These were purchased. I was going to do homemade. I just didn't have time to.
We were planning on homemade,
Yeah.
but man, time got away from
I
us.
get these grandiose ideas and then I stress myself out.
Yep.
So
Let's put all this stuff away so it doesn't get in our way.
Let's do the birthday boys plate
well, that's
first.
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do. I gotta remember which one's his color.
This is orange.
Here's the orange one.
So birthday
Max! All right.
Birthday boy, then the dog.
Call everybody up here so we can pray.
Guys,
Guys, so right before we eat, I don't know if you can see us or not. Here, let me turn this around here. Hold on. Right before we eat, we pray together. And so if that offends you, I'm sorry, but we're a praying family. And so we're going to say a quick prayer and we're going to bless this food so that the birthday boy can eat his birthday dinner. All right. Thanks for coming to our house tonight. We're not done with our live stream yet. We're just going to simply pray for the food. All right. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for my son, Max. I thank you for his life, and we celebrate him in this birthday meal. Father, bless this food that may not only nourish our bodies, but give us energy for the rest of the evening and into tomorrow. Father, thanks for the blessing of this food, and thank you for the people that are here watching us and joining in with us. Lord, we're so thankful. We pray for this night. In your son's precious name, amen.
amen.
All right, my son's always goes, Dad, keep it short, sweet, and to the point. So
Birthday boy first.
we're going to get the birthday boy going here.
Birthday boy gets
Birthday boy gets it first.
This is the biggest one, so the birthday boy gets the biggest
Hey,
one.
Jack.
Yeah!
My cut, please, is the
Okay,
silver
there you go.
one.
Look at that sandwich. Are you going to get some green bean casserole too?
Let me get a bigger spoon.
We need a spoon for that, Max. Wait, Mom's going to get a big spoon. Superman theme, Grace. Thank you, Lord, for giving us food. Thank you, Lord, for giving us food. We're so grateful for every plate. Thank you for giving us food. Amen. All right, there you go.
So there you go.
Look at that. Look at that green bean casserole, guys. Max, give us an up close of that so they can see. It's just, you know why it looks like green bean casserole? Because it is green bean casserole.
It's disguised. It's actually disguised. It's actually love on a plate.
If you need salt and pepper, it's here. Okay. Okay.
All right, guys, this is awesome.
Right.
This food looks amazing, and we're going to eat now. And, I don't think you guys probably want to watch us eat, but,
All right.
we're going to go ahead and enjoy it anyway. So,
right.
this is where it kind of calms down and we all
Serve
start
yourselves first.
having a little bit
No, I
of
got it.
just rest and Heather and I were talking about what we were going to do at our live stream tonight, and this is really the fun part. This is where we can just relax and enjoy each other's company and talk and have a time together. We're letting the boys eat downstairs in front of the. We don't do that very often. We don't usually let the kids eat in front of the TV, but there are days. There are days where you just have to say, you know what, we're gonna allow it as a treat.
Well,
We don't do it very often, so
It's his birthday.
it is his birthday.
So
My love, can I have a knife?
I'm getting you one.
Thank you. This sandwich is huge.
Look at it. Oh, I forgot to put some green bean casserole.
We'll just amuse ourselves. Hashtag TSB. Can you give me a fork if you get a chance?
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetheart. And that would be
No.
ever so wonderful.
You cannot have it.
All right, so the first thing I want to try.
Salt and pepper's here.
Thank you, my love. The first thing I want to try is this Thrive Life green bean stuff because, you know, I've talked to some people who are like, I'm not buying it because I don't feel like it tastes like real food, but they've never tried it, and so they've got to try it. So we're gonna try it right now and get some of that going, and that way we can. All right, there it is. It's gonna burn me
It's
because
hot.
It's
I
hot.
do it every time. They always joke with me about how I just put it right into my mouth and I end up burning myself.
I don't make cold food.
She does not make cold food.
I do
Heather
not.
is infamous for not making cold food. So,
Here, so you can move the camera back.
okay, thank you, sweetheart. Mm. Oh my gosh,
That's delicious.
that's amazing. Now
Okay.
we'll get the camera into our ready freestyle position.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down.
Heather's gonna come and join me. We're gonna eat in front of you and talk with you. And if you guys have any, you know, we're thinking about doing some collaborations. And we've got some ideas to throw at you guys. So maybe we can take turns eating and talking at the same time. And there, she's done, everybody.
I'm tired.
It is exhausting. It is a big deal. Are you not having a sandwich? He asked while she was trying to take a drink of water.
I am not super duper hungry because I've had to kind of taste everything to make sure it tastes okay. And usually by the time dinner comes, I'm like, eh.
Do you want a bite of my sandwich?
No, I'm good right now.
Okay. All right. Now this green bean casserole is amazing. It tastes like green beans. I mean, that is green beans.
It tastes like green bean casserole.
I know it's
What a
so
shocker.
silly, isn't it?
Actually, I like it a little better because I don't particularly care for cream of mushroom soup, and I don't like it in things. And it's not, because a lot of times your green bean casserole will be made with canned green beans, and I find those to be a little bit on the mushy side. These have a little bit of a snap to them still.
Mm-hmm.
So these are good. I like it.
Coco Noel says, don't talk with your mouth full.
Yeah, it's rude.
Sorry. No, she says, do this every Friday night.
Oh.
And the baker's mom says, love Friday night freestyle.
Oh.
And Two Family Home says, I agree. Friday night with the Goin Batties. Love it. Awesome.
I always get a little bit stressed out before Friday night freestyle because I'm like, oh, what are we talking about? So,
Hey, that's right. We could do, maybe we could do a Christmas/Hanukkah night in December. That would be awesome. I'd love that.
I would love to learn more about Hanukkah.
Yep.
Because I don't know a whole lot about it.
Nope.
So.
You know what's fun is we're going to go, we're taking our youth group over to a Jewish synagogue.
Yep.
We're going with a group of students to visit our friends over at a Jewish synagogue soon. I'm pretty excited about
That is
that.
really good.
I don't like store canned green beans. Well, let me tell you, this is not like that.
No.
Thrive Life green beans taste nothing like the
No,
canned
these are more like if you they remind me a little bit of the
French cut. No.
like if you got fresh green beans from the store and you broke them. I mean, they still have that
Pop.
like toothiness to them. I guess is what they're not mushy. Like
No.
canned green beans
No.
can be mushy,
Mhm.
and even ones that you can yourself can be mushy.
And we've had some
If you do
casserole
them
that's
all,
mushy.
so, yeah.
And this is not mushy. Is there any other kind of okay, true. I'm sorry. That makes sense. In the UK, frozen peas are picked and frozen in hours, so full of nutrients. If the same thing done with freeze dried, then should be filled with nutrients.
Mhm.
It is. It is exactly that way. As soon as it comes off of the vine, as soon as it comes off the plant, boom, right into the freeze dryer. And so all of the goodness is right into it.
I have an interesting book to tell you guys about on our next Wednesday live show. My mother-in-law gave it to me.
Tell her that's
Oh,
funny.
no, I'm not, because your mother meant good. But she gave me a
Welcome, Leslie B.
book, and it's called
Animal Garden Miracle or something.
Animal Vegetable Miracle is what it is, and I'm reading it, and it's about how they went from Arizona to Appalachia, and for a year they lived on only what they could grow or forage or buy locally. And so it's been kind of an interesting book so far. So, and just hearing the story of, you know, how like in Arizona, how they have to pipe water in from great distances. And they were talking about, well, it's okay for you to drink, but don't put it in your fish bowl because it'll kill your fish. And I'm sitting there going, that doesn't seem right. Like,
Yep.
And that I guess by the time like the water is used and everything, and it gets, you know, put out into what is it, the Colorado River? I forget, but she said that there's such a high sodium content in it that it's not really good for anything.
Can we pause for a minute?
Yeah.
That's the best casserole I've eaten in many years, and I like green bean casserole. I'm a connoisseur of it. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing, babe. That gets me excited. That kind of food, it gets me revved up.
But,
Thank you for making that for us,
You're
love.
welcome.
Kind of makes you want to celebrate your son's birthday.
It does. It
All over
does.
again. We're going to do it next week because it's Miles' birthday next week.
Well, we're not going to do it next week because we're going to be out of town next Friday.
Yeah, we're going on a youth retreat.
We are. We're going to be out of town, and we'll be gone Friday night, so we won't be able to do a Friday night freestyle next week because we are going to take 15 youth out to do a high ropes course, a climbing wall, and a zip line.
I will not be doing those.
No, I won't either because I'm
I got
46
nothing
and
to
got
prove
nothing
to
to prove.
anyone. So, I'm done with that stuff. I'm like, nope, I'm done. Thanks.
But
Oh
I'm all
my
for
God.
it.
Yeah,
Horrible.
Katie and Max are actually going to be going with us.
Mm-hmm. Kate, are you doing it?
Maybe not the climbing wall, because the last time I was on a climbing wall, there's two people holding me up, and I had like this harness on, and the guy's like, okay, when you get to the top, turn your face towards the wall and fall backwards. I'm like, are you nuts?
You know, a lot of somebody had
Tracy said
mentioned.
freestyle with the youth group.
Well, here's the thing: we can't do that legally. It's against the
Yeah.
law for us to put any of the kids from the youth group on our Goin Batty channel. We need signed written consent, or we'll get sued.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't do that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You could see us doing a zip line.
No.
No.
But yeah.
I might do the zip line.
I love zip lines.
I'm not gonna do it.
It's like a giant wedgie machine. I don't care what else. So I don't want to spend like, the next half hour pulling my underpants out of my rear. So
That was a lot of information that probably not a lot of people needed to hear.
that's probably true. I've said a lot of things.
It's a
probably
warning
people-
to everyone out there thinking to do zip lines, though.
Yeah.
In case you need that. Zip,
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. My town has a very high population of Mexicans, and its culture. Didn't read that quick enough. Oh, Heather, I knew I liked you for a reason. Diet Pepsi rules.
Yeah. I don't drink it very often. I try not to, just because but every once in a while. It's every once in a while. I haven't had one probably in, I don't know, like 2 months maybe.
I'm not sure what a Zip City is. I don't know if we have that our way or not.
I think we passed by Zip City when we went to Henderson, maybe.
Did we?
Oh, okay.
What is Zip City?
It's a zip line.
Oh, is it a zip line place?
Like an indoor zip line?
Oh, that would be cool.
No.
Let's do that.
Indoor zip line.
Zip line sounds fun, but at 60 years old, it's probably not a good idea for me.
No, here's the thing. We watch. We take video. We report back everything that the students have done via video and pictures. I climbed up that thing once. And I was a much younger man at the time.
Yeah.
I will never do it again.
I did it once too because there was we had a student. She was a middle school girl who she came alone. She didn't have any friends with her, and she needed a partner to do it with her. And that was the last time I did it. I'm like,
yeah, we have a trampoline
Yeah.
place. We have a trampoline
Yeah,
place.
excuse me, sorry.
We
Jump
have a
zone?
couple. Yeah, we have a couple of them actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have that.
Yeah.
Sure. The trampoline place is actually a lot of fun, but man, that wears me out. I get tired really fast doing trampolining.
Was it? There's Jump Zone and
Sky
Sky
Zone,
Zone. And,
yep.
Well, no. What's the one over by close to where you work?
Oh,
The one that you take the students to. I forget what that one is. But
Jumping RS, I don't know.
Jumping
Jumping
RS. Bouncy children.
I should know it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually need another napkin. Would you hand me another napkin?
Mm-hmm. So.
All right.
This
I'll
one's-
take a
You
bite.
got to take at least one bite.
One bite.
This is an amazing sandwich, you guys.
All right. I gotta unhinge my jaw first. Oh.
hmm But this is ideas for families. You know what I mean? This is ideas for kids. This is we have 2 teenagers in our house now. 2, and now Jack, when he turns 12,
He turns 12 in December.
December, and Miles is turning 10 or 21 in
No,
a
he's
few
turning
days.
He's turning 10. This coming Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm.
we did not space our children out well.
Mm-mm.
We have Katie at September 18th, Max is October 5th, and Miles is October 12th, and then Jack is December 12th. So
Oh, kart racing is a lot of fun. I like doing that.
ooh, go-karts. Go-karts are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gatlinburg has good places to go karting. That's always fun.
Yeah, and we have a go-kart place in Cincy. It's near where I work in Westchester. It's a great little place. It's inside. A lot of those are inside. They have one that's massive. I mean, massive. What's wrong?
Just put it in. Hers didn't get. That
Cooked
was
all the way through. I think this
Oh, that
was-
looks good.
yeah, it's
Ooh,
not
you
cooked
should
all the
eat
way
that.
through. Why don't you just put it in the microwave? Jack, that was the last one I think Jack did, and it was really
Oh.
thick. So
But I like my meat medium rare.
yeah, but it's sausage, honey. You're not supposed to eat it medium rare. So,
I eat it anyway.
well, yours is cooked all the way through.
I would still
So,
eat it anyway.
And Katie, or if you want, you can grab a different one.
It's alright. I want to save room for cake.
You want to save room for
She's
Katie?
really saving room for cake.
Cake is like
Yeah.
my favorite dessert. Although I don't. Yeah, I had it this year. I was donuts.
Tracy, our food bill, we do $300 every 2 weeks. So that's $150 a week. And that includes the Thrive food that we get. Because I'll take 50 of that 300 and give it to Kevin and let him order the Thrive food. So we have found ways to make it so that our food bill is not so high. Like I've been canning stuff. Like if anyone saw me can the sweet potato squash, which I found out from a couple of people, I did something wrong.
Mm-mm.
I used a metal knife in my jar, which could be why one of my jars cracked. And I didn't know. And they're like, you need to use plastic or like wood or chopstick or something. So now I know, and I will not make the same mistake twice. So, but you can see back here, honey, if you can move. Like all here is my stuff that I can. So I have the sweet potato squash here. I have pinto beans here. I have beef broth, chicken broth, northern beans, tomato sauce, apple butter, strawberry jam, and that's it for right now that I can. So, and then I have some that goes downstairs too. So
What's
this
up,
is
Jack?
just the stuff that I can use right now.
I'm not full. It's just like if I eat the rest of this, I won't have room.
I know that's what
That's
everyone's
okay. Put
telling
it over on
Yeah.
the tray.
Put it on the tray and you'll be fine. I have people coming to me saying I won't have room for cake if I eat any more.
I'm a teenager. I can eat whatever I want, and it's my birthday. So.
I tell you what, I remember saying that. I'm a teenager. I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah,
Now I'm 46.
he can't eat whatever. He
I
wants.
can eat whatever I want.
So, but yeah, so we just with our grocery bill, like having the garden has helped. Having been able to can stuff has helped. You know what I thought would have been good on those pepperoncinis the pickle peppers that I did.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I did some like how I do my refrigerator pickles. I did some peppers that way because pickled peppers in our house don't last at all. So there's no sense of me like water bathing them and putting them downstairs because they'll.
Heather, what's wrong with you? Don't come between Kevin and food.
I know, what was I thinking? That's just crazy stuff. So,
Yeah. We do have this food thing figured out.
Mhm.
I mean, we're trying anyway.
yeah.
Um,
And the thing too is that I do a lot of, for the first week, I do a lot of fresh fruit, but I bought 2 things of pears this week, 2 things of apples, 2 things of oranges.
mhm.
And we had a crate of bananas given to us, and we got through most of them, and then the ones that we didn't get through,
I ate 4 bananas in one day.
that was not good. He was very gassy. He was awful.
There were issues at
Yes.
work. There were issues.
Yeah. And so,
Issues.
so we got through most of those, and there was just only a few of them that just they kind of got bruised and not really good, and so we just put them in our compost pile. But
Haley Anderson is asking. Anderton is asking, "Did you like my present?"
oh, we know who that is. Yes, Max liked your present.
Oh.
And he was very thankful. He
I
was
know who
telling me
that
all
is.
about it when we got home.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. That was very sweet of you.
That's one of our local friends here
That's one of
in our neighborhood.
friends. Yes. So
So she's joining the ranks of the UK, Australia, Michigan, Northern Ohio, New Zealand,
Yes. Central Ohio. Too.
Central Ohio,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, all these awesome people that are watching this.
Hey, sweetie, somebody asked you if you liked your birthday present. Can you come here and tell them thank you?
She's on the thing.
Come here.
Who is it? Oh yeah, I loved them. They were great. Thank you, Haley.
So
Very cool.
So there you go.
I have a thank you note for you too. So
Yeah. So yeah. So that's.
I'm finishing every bite of the sandwich. It's amazing.
So don't try to spray it off right now. There's too many dishes in the sink, honey. You're gonna have water all over the floor.
We got to do some dishes.
You'll have to.
Hey, Max, will you tell us who's on dishes, please?
Katie is.
Katie!
She's gonna not be happy. So
I'm about ready to make my teenage daughter very angry with me.
yeah.
Come here, please.
yes, sir.
Can you get started on the dishes, please?
I'm cleaning this one.
Son, you don't have to lick the plate. There's more green bean casserole if you want it.
No, but I think
Thank you, Coco
Okay.
Noel. You guys troll slaying for us tonight. That's a big help.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's kind of hard to eat and
Kind of hard to eat and troll slay and do all that stuff together. So,
yeah.
I know a lot of people in the UK use cheap bread and jams to fill teenager stomachs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we
Not
went
us.
strawberry picking,
Uh-huh.
and that's where the strawberry jam in there came from. Is we picked a bunch of strawberries, and then I just made jam out of it. And the apple butter, we got the apples from the apple farm. But my
Wait,
grandmother,
we got apples from an apple farm?
yeah, as opposed to like pumpkin farm.
A pumpkin.
But we got, my grandmother is giving me pears from her pear tree. Now I'm gonna have to cut around them because they haven't been treated or anything like that. And I think I'm going
Leslie
to
B, we can help that. We can help you with that.
with what?
All right, so Leslie's saying, I'd like to figure out how to start adding Thrive to my food budget.
Okay.
Well,
Can I tell her what we do?
here's what Heather does.
What we do
I'm just going to
is
eat my sandwich.
I will take because like I don't always spend the $300 when we have a $300. I don't know how long she's been here, but we have a $300 every 2 weeks for our grocery budget, and I never spend all of that. There's always usually about $50 that it's left, and we shop at Aldi's, and I look through the store ads, and I kind of plan my meals around what the store ads are, what's on sale at places, and so that way I get the best deals. And with the Thrive, what we do is we actually started with the fruit because my kids will go through all of that fruit that I mentioned. They'll go through that in a week, and then so that they would have stuff to snack on that wasn't chips, cookies, and all that kind of bad for them stuff. We started getting the blueberries, the strawberries, and the apple slices. And so we just kind of incorporated it little by little into our kind of everyday life. And like I said, I use it I don't use just Thrive for stuff. I will use Thrive, like I'll use the tomato powder and then use my onions and then fresh herbs from the garden.
Or onion. The onion dices have been a lifesaver.
Yeah, and for me, the chopped onions have been really great because I can just throw a handful of them in something, and those don't actually have to be refreshed in water. You can throw those into like some oil with your garlic, and they'll refresh that way. So that's just kind of how we did it. I mean, and we have to buy it in bigger cans because we're a bigger family. You know, you don't have to start with a number 10 can. You can start with a pantry can.
Yeah.
To see, and that's what I would suggest with most people, because you may not be a fan of asparagus. You know, so try a little can of it before, because my thing is like, if you're not a fan of it in real life, you may not be a fan of it freeze dry. But the one exception to that is our daughter in bananas. She does not like bananas
At all.
like fresh bananas. She doesn't like them. She doesn't like the texture of them. But she loves the freeze dried bananas. So, but that's just kind of how we did it. Is we just did a little bit at a time.
So let me recap that, because Heather did it really well.
Dinah had her phone figured out. She says she
but
did.
thanks for the tour help. Hey, you bet.
Yes, Leslie B. I'm sorry. She goes to Aldi's and looks for deals and markdowns at Kroger's. I got some fantastic deals at Kroger's the other day. And what I find is the Kroger over by where we
Pull the
live
spoon out now that you messed it up.
is kind of in a little bit, we affectionately call it the Crogetto because it's in kind of a bad part of town. But if we go to an area about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes away, that's in a higher income area, like they'll put stuff on sale much quicker than where the Kroger where we are. So like if you're in an area where like say maybe your grocery store doesn't put things on sale quite as often, try going into a more affluent area, and you might have a different, they might have, like, especially Kroger, I found. I'm like, holy smokes.
Yeah.
I got, like, paper towels, like an 8-pack of Scott's paper towels, like the nicer ones, for $1.99 a package. So I got ground beef for
Hey, Miles.
like $1.77 a pound. So yeah, always look for those. You know, don't be afraid to go what my kids affectionately call the used meat section. Like it's not used; they just marked it down because they need to sell it quicker.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, if I can say one thing to Leslie B and anybody else that's thinking about starting to build up a backstock of food, one of the reasons why we do it is because we don't have a lot of freezer space.
No.
If you saw our refrigerator tonight, it's very small. It does not have a lot of room, and so it's very important that we start backstocking some food, and it's easy for us to use. You're laughing. What's going on?
No, it's all right. No, it's like you use toilet paper. I thought I said paper towels, but I don't know. If
That's
they
all right.
discount toilet paper and it's not used, it's okay.
Yeah, that's right. The biggest trick to starting to build up your backstock is just buy one thing. Just buy one thing and start. How did it go, that?
What? Okay.
That thing is. Hold on. Pull that out. Pull that out. Put it back on the thing. There's stuff happening again in the Goin Batty thing. Just buy one thing and put that in your backstock. Okay.
Another bag because this won't
simple things like chopped onions, celery, carrots.
things that you'll use the most.
Things that you know you'll use the most in the cooking that you do. And just 1 month at a time, buy something and have it brought to you. Now, they have all kinds of shipping deals that you can get into depending on how much you spend. And their product is great. It doesn't taste like Frankenfood. I mean, we are huge fans of the food that we get from them. And the stuff like, I always joke with Bill Keller, I'm always like, hey, we're going to let you buy all the peas. Because we don't eat peas.
I don't like peas.
I don't like peas.
I don't eat peas.
No, but
like the one thing that I use the most.
they're very good though. I mean, for people that like them, I say giddy up.
Yeah, rock on. For peas, they're good, but I don't like peas.
Yeah, no Frankenfood.
Yeah, but like for me, if you think about it, when you cook, the most vegetables that you use, almost always, if you're starting some sort of meal from scratch, is your onions, carrots, and your celery. Those three are the ones that you use. Onions, carrots, and celery, or onions, carrots, or onions, celery, and peppers, or any kind of mix of those. Those are always the ones that you usually use for first. You have to dice them up. You have to put them in things. You know, even, you know, like, I mean, if you're making chicken and dumplings, or you're making soups, or you're making, even a lot of pasta sauces will have like a bolognese sauce will have the carrots and celery.
I need to get up. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I gotta get that right. Sorry, guys. I just realized my phone is not plugged in and it's gonna die any minute here.
Uh-oh.
So I just wanted to get you guys plugged in so we didn't lose you, because we're still gonna hang out and talk some more.
Yeah.
Get that warrior real quick. Oh, okay, there you go. I think it's charging. I don't know.
Baker Mom said, I bought Thrive food that I used to throw like fresh, like celery, green onions. Yes.
Ooh.
Things like that. I mean, celery, you would get it. It'd be all floppy when you pull it out of the refrigerator.
Eat
and really,
floppy
the
celery.
only thing that's good for is making some sort of like chicken stock with.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to waste it, or you can cut the tops off of it, stick it in water, and grow new celery.
Can we just,
Yes.
yeah, that's good.
But mushrooms, that's another one. Like, we have that big can of mushrooms because I love mushrooms and things. I love cooking with mushrooms, but I can't, you know, have a ton of them because not everyone's a fan.
We do not have a dehydrator,
No.
nor do we want one.
Yeah, well, I might try it for spices.
Oh, well, I guess I was wrong.
I
Go ahead and send that to P.O. Box 851, Mason, Ohio,
Stop it.
45040.
Once one is open, how long does it last on the shelf? You have, it depends on what it is.
Well, yeah,
like
pork products.
Pork products, you have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But just about everything else is about a year.
A year. And that's plenty of time to use it.
Yeah.
And you're going to use it. You'll find yourself in those situations where there's no milk around. There's no milk around, and you've got to find the milk. You got to use the milk, right? The powdered milk.
Yeah.
We used the butter once because we ran out of butter.
I've used that stuff in cooking. The eggs, the butter, and the milk I have used in cooking because, again, like, you open up the refrigerator and you realize that the kids have eaten drank all the milk and the cereal, and you're in the middle of, you know, making something that needs milk, or you're in the middle of baking cookies and you thought you had 2 eggs and you only had 1. And so I've actually mixed real eggs with the other eggs, and I've done that. So
listen, all of the products that they sell are top notch. The taste and preference of people are different, and so when people try something, it's going to be different according to their tastes. We had some friends try a simple plate that they did not like, and that's because their palate was different than others. I also think that there's a particular way that when you interact with Thrive food, you have to be intentional about how you refresh it. That way it doesn't kick back on you. But that's true with any kind of food.
yeah, I know for us, like, a simple plate is great for somebody that, you know, has 2 people in their family, maybe 2 adults and maybe a couple of small children. But because we have 2 growing teenagers and 3 boys in the house, like, it's just not enough for us. And I actually prefer having my ingredients separate so that I can be, and this is just me, so that I can be creative in the kitchen. And so I can, you know, because, like, I've learned when I cook, use the chicken or the beef or anything like that, I always refresh it first, and I'll do it for about 20 minutes just to make sure that it's refreshed all the way through. Because there was one time where I didn't, and it was my own fault. I just kind of threw it in there because I had found a recipe online where they said you could just throw it in there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't true because it was in a thicker cream sauce and it couldn't suck the moisture back into it. So I always refresh the meat first, always, and then put it in. We've never had an issue.
So people are asking about the rice.
Rice. We've not tried the rice because we were given 150 pounds of rice.
Yeah, we were given quite a bit of rice.
By dear friends of ours because they couldn't take it with them when they moved.
We have more rice than we know what to do with.
So we have not, and our thing is we're not going to let food just sit around because especially the rice, because right now we don't have the containers to put it in, and we don't want like critters to get into it. So the ones that we have, some that are in 5-gallon buckets, but the ones that aren't, we're going to eat up that rice first.
Yep.
So
absolutely. handed out for Halloween treats.
Yeah,
Here's your bag of
everyone.
here's your bag of rice. You'll be our favorite house.
Egged.
Can we confess something to you guys? And please don't hate us for this. We don't celebrate.
We
don't celebrate Halloween. We never have.
Yeah.
I did when I was a kid. I celebrated it a lot, maybe too much, going from house to house to house to house to house, getting the candy. And it's just something that we do not do. And so, well, one thing we do, yes, I said do, we celebrate the fall harvest. And there's something awesome and beautiful about watching our American farmers pull in the crops from the fields that they have taken care of. So we don't do Halloween. I know that may be weird, and I see some Thrive questions
You
coming up.
live in a Thrive community, would your house be powdered egged?
Maybe
So,
it would be.
Yeah.
It just might be.
Yeah.
Follow your conscience, Goin Batty. Well,
Yeah.
we are, and it's nothing. I don't mean to make that statement as a proclamation that you shouldn't or people shouldn't or whatever. This is our family does it a little differently. We know we're weird, and we're okay with
I
it.
don't want weird strangers giving my kids candy. I keep telling all your life you're telling your kids, don't take candy from strangers. Don't take candy from strangers. Don't. And then you can just walk up to a stranger's door and take candy from them. So I'm like, no, thank you. So what I would do is I would actually go out the day after Halloween and buy each kid their favorite bag of candy. And then I would leave it, I would let them have a piece, and then I would put it in a bowl and put it up where they couldn't get it.
Yep.
And so whenever they did something like super fantastic, I would reward them with a piece of candy.
There you go. We called it poop candy.
Well, yeah, when we were
When
potty
they potty training,
yeah.
they had poop candy.
They had
and
poo candy.
The poo candy, it was the little Tootsie Rolls. We did the little poo candy. It was the Tootsie Rolls. There's not a whole lot of dishes getting done right now. I'm a little intimidated by all the
Did
amount
she
of
wash the plates so
I
that
don't
people
know.
could have candy?
I think she went somewhere else. I think Katie is on strike. I'm not sure she's going to do the dishes. I just realized that we've been on for almost 2 hours, and we're going to keep going just a little while longer because we love hanging out with you guys, and I feel like there are some things that maybe we haven't touched on, but gosh, my mind just went blank. What the heck were we just talking about? Halloween, trick or treating, poo candy.
Yeah, poo candy for the kids.
I've lost it. It was something else. We have Thrive milk. It's dehydrated milk.
Yeah.
I'm watching the live stream.
It's a little,
Yes,
it's different
squirrel. That is me, totally.
than the powdered milk that you get at the grocery store, because the powdered milk at the grocery store it's got a more, I don't know how to describe it. It looks like powdered milk. It's thicker, like
There she is.
granules,
Yep.
I guess. And the Thrive powdered milk is actually it's almost like the consistency of flour. It's very fine. So yeah.
So Baker Mom says, the day after Halloween, I hit the candy aisle at Walgreens and buy our favorite candies real cheap. Then I vacuum seal it. Right now, my kids and I are eating some chocolate Easter eggs. Aw, that's special.
Yeah. I have a cousin that she'll do that. She has 6 kids, and after Halloween, she'll go and buy up all the candy, and she'll vacuum seal it, and then it'll make an appearance in their kids' stockings.
Yes.
She's like, they don't care, it all eats. So.
That's right, Coco Noel. Thanks for articulating that. The Thrive Life Simple Plates are basically sampler boxes, complete meals with measuring packets. So you can actually use one of their recipes. They've got amazing recipes there. But I think one of the things that we love about Thrive Life is there's no limit to it. And so if you have to mix it with food you get from the grocery store, it's that quick. We do that with candy too. I mean, in the past, we've on Halloween night just gone out to dinner and come back and eaten a big old bag of candy.
We turned out all the lights, gone to the basement, and watched a movie.
That's right. We've done that. So that's been a lot of fun. We've had some good times on Halloween that way.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how the powdered milk. Can you make sweetened condensed milk with dry milk?
I don't know how to make sweetened condensed milk. I just always bought it in a can.
My mom always had a box of powdered milk.
Yeah.
That's 2 family. So, that might be something we look into figuring out how to do. Sweetened condensed milk is, I don't know, maybe we have to buy a freeze-dried cow.
Well, you'd have to cook it down, and I'm pretty sure it either has sugar or corn syrup in it. But my mom would always, the only time she ever really used sweetened condensed milk
Yep.
was when she would make pumpkin pie.
Yep.
Or fudge, which one?
Yeah.
No, fudge. I think it was fudge. Pumpkin pie was the evaporated milk.
Let's go back. There's a recipe that Noah's Ark has. She says it's easy. So Noah's Ark, teach us. We're here to learn. We want to know. It's butter, sugar, and dry milk.
Huh.
I like the simple
do you
quick boxes. Let you try some small amounts instead of committing to large cans. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
So would you just like put the water in it and then cook it down, because sweetened condensed milk is pretty thick.
But you've got butter, sugar, and milk, dry milk in it.
Okay.
So I don't know what that. I don't know what that looks like. Noah's Ark, give us more details so we can walk along with you in that.
Because like I'm all about like because that's another thing. Like once a year you have to go
Put
out
it in
and
a blender.
buy in a blender. Okay. That once a year you have to go out and buy sweetened condensed milk because you gotta make fudge. So, and I don't ever remember it.
In Two Family Homestead says, isn't sweetened condensed milk the one you can put in a pan or a crock pot, cover with water, cook on low for 3 to 4 hours, and you end up with caramel?
It may be.
I don't know.
That's not well. That's a lot easier than how I make caramel.
Slightly off topic, but don't forget, Heather, you said you would do apple cider donut video.
I know, but we haven't gone to the apple pressing yet. When's that?
Jeez.
Is that this weekend?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Or it was tonight, and I missed it. No, I think it's tomorrow.
We're doing it tomorrow.
We're doing it tomorrow.
We'll probably do it like maybe sometime next week.
Yep.
So if I can get the apple cider from them, that's when we'll do it. So. Yeah.
Katie, you're doing great. Keep going. You're doing wonderful. Yay, Katie, on the dishes, everybody. Give it hands clap for Katie. She's doing the dishes, and she's doing it without complaining.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot that was tomorrow. I'm glad I remembered.
Yeah, I'm glad you remember too. Or I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store and get the buy right.
Well, we want to see if we can't take some video and show you guys what that looks like and what that could look like.
Because he's done this for years.
Oh man, this family is awesome at it.
Yeah.
So I forget what time it starts, but we probably won't go live for it because we don't have everyone's permission to videotape there. But we'll get some videos. We'll get some videos going so you guys can see how they do the apple press. I mean, it's just awesome. It's just an amazing thing.
And Donna says she's coming up on donut day.
Yay! Come on up.
I'll have to tell you what day it is.
Katie the Dish Slayer. Bubbly girl.
Yeah.
Hashtag bubbly girl. Good job, Katie. Everybody's
Tracy,
giving you big hands.
Were you asking me about making caramel, or are you just caramel?
You make awesome caramel.
I do.
Heather makes awesome
you have
caramel.
to be careful with it because I found like you can't caramel and toffee.
I'll be right back. I'm
You
getting some tea.
cannot make when it rains outside. It will not turn out right. The caramel
Why is
will
that,
turn-
babe?
Because it pulls humidity from the air, and it has to be because we usually make toffee when it's Christmas time. That's usually Christmas candy that we give out. And I kept telling my grandma last year, I said, Grandma, it's raining. It's not going to turn out. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But she was the one that told me you can't make it when it's raining. It won't turn out right. But I think she just wanted to get it done. And it was kind of like almost spongy. And so, but with caramel will actually, it won't ever set. It'll be almost like caramel sauce, which is okay if you want caramel sauce. But if you actually want, I have, I do mine are honey caramels with sea salt on them, and they are super good.
What do we do with the rest of this tomato sauce here?
We're gonna put it in a container and put it in the refrigerator.
Are we freezing it or are we?
We can't. Well, do we have room in the freezer?
We have room in this one little spot right there.
Oh, you're welcome, Baker Mom. I love the Grocery IQ app. That has made grocery shopping for me so much easier because, like I said, I don't have to guess at what it's going to cost for me to at that grocery store. And I also like that you can separate it into like Meijer, Kroger, Aldi, the dollar store, and you can have all those different stores. And you can either look at it all together or you can separate it out by store to see what you need to get at each store. So that's really, I think it's a really good app. So the tin thing with evaporated milk can be made, I'm sorry, it moved on me. evaporated milk makes caramel for Banfi pie. What is Banfi pie?
Banfi pie, I've never heard of.
It's Banfee.
Banfi?
I wonder if that's a British thing.
It might be. You know, we've got some awesome British friends now.
Yes.
I don't know if you know this or not, but we're international.
Yeah.
Our friends are.
Good night. Good night, Unwired.
Good night, you guys. If you're going away right now, we lovingly say thank you for tuning in tonight. But we're gonna keep going just a little while longer, not too much longer. I'm trying to help Katie put some of this stuff away.
Bonofee. Bonofee.
Bonofee.
Yeah.
So, Heather, we were talking about doing some collaborations.
Yeah.
And inviting all the other channels to be a part of them. What were some of the collaborations that we were thinking about doing so that we can share our ideas and maybe some folks can steal them from us? The toilet seat burrito is one of them. The biggest burrito you can make. You got to make it from your kitchen. You can't go out and buy it at like Chipotle. That's cheating.
Yeah.
You got to get the thing put together, cook it up, and be ready.
And then the other one we were talking about, and we talked about it before, I think, and never did anything with it because it was just before
Big family homestead.
Big family homestead. Oh, there you go.
Thank you, love.
And we were talking about with them, and I think just right now they have too much going on with all of the stuff that they have going on. But
Well, yeah, they just went out and created themselves a farm.
yes. But
God
we were talking about what is your family mission statement, and I would love to hear why you guys do what you do, and what is your purpose behind it.
What's your life like?
Yeah, and what is your just that one phrase or maybe a couple of phrases that describe who you are and what you do.
Yep, absolutely.
And I just thought that would be something that would be very interesting to hear from all walks of life. I mean, we're a family with 4 children, and we've got 2 teenagers, and and it would also be interesting to hear from like a family that has younger kids, for maybe an older couple, maybe a couple that are just empty nesters.
Yeah.
And just to hear, because it doesn't, your family mission statement doesn't have to be just because you have kids. It is how you and your spouse live your life and why you do what you do. So I just thought that would be a really interesting thing for us as a community to kind of share and talk about and tag people in and stuff like that, because I would love to hear like 2 family homestead, like what is your why do you guys do what you do, and Wonderful Blessed Life and Hewitt Homestead, and all these people that I watch and go, okay, what is the driving force that is behind why they have chosen to try to be more self-sustaining?
Yeah.
So I just thought that would be.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
We also thought about the idea of doing a top 5 reasons, top 5 things that you would, top 5 things, some of your top 5 favorite things, some of your top 5. What did I say on the car ride back? I forgot.
I forget.
No, top 5 something. I don't remember. Getting tired. I should
Top
write
5
these
reasons that you should remember something.
Yeah, that might be it. I can't remember anything. I'm putting some tomato sauce away.
Yeah.
Keep chatting. We want to get to the birthday cake before we let you guys go.
Yeah.
So we're trying to put some of this away. I don't have a bigger container for the tomato sauce.
You're gonna have to do 2 of them.
I'm gonna have to do 2.
That's fine.
That's all right. We'll do 2.
So.
But yeah, some collaborations would be fun, so we can promote each other's channels, but also we can have fun as a community.
Coco Noel says, old age Kevin, you need to keep a notepad at all times.
Well, it's funny because I usually keep that stuff on the old iPhone. The iPhone has a section called Notes, and every idea I have, I put on there, and it syncs with my computer. So whenever I need my ideas, they're right there. So when I'm doing youth ministry stuff, I can do it.
So the kind of cake that we have, Katie, we did not make it from scratch.
No, we
because
cheated.
I actually don't particularly care making birthday cakes and stuff.
She used to, like, when the kids were
scratch.
small,
Yeah.
you made these cakes that were outrageous.
Well,
I mean,
I
some
don't
of those
like
were
making the cake mix from scratch.
Yeah.
Because, like, I never have cake flour, and it's always better if you make it with cake flour. It tends to be a little denser when you make it with all-purpose flour. So I just buy a cake mix. I can get them at Aldi's for 89 cents, and it works. But I mean, I did a pirate one year. I did a ladybug one year. I did Blue's Clues one year when Katie was really little.
Blues.
And I mean, we had Katie did last year or the year before for Max. She did the Cincinnati Bengals because we were living in Maryland, and then the Cincinnati Reds for Jack
for Miles.
For Miles when we
And
lived in
then,
Maryland. I did cupcakes that looked like little minions. I took Twinkies and cut them in half and stuck them in the cupcakes and then put little eyes.
I thought those
And-
were weird shaped marshmallows.
No, they're not weird shaped marshmallows. So
They might have been weird shaped marshmallows.
let's see.
Yeah,
What,
so
you don't bake? You hurt my heart. I do bake. I do. I bake cookies. I bake pies. I bake all that kind of stuff. But like I said, with the cakes, because I bake bread all the time. But just with cakes, just because it's so, like I said, the best cakes I've ever had, they're made with cake flour, and I don't ever have that on hand. And it's one of those things like I don't want to go to the store just to buy cake flour. So, but yeah.
Thrive Life does have some cake flour if you want to try it,
Oh, I
and
did
they
not
have
know
a
that.
gluten-free version of bread.
Oh, okay.
So there's
I
some
did not
things
know
that
that.
Thrive Life has that maybe you haven't thought of that maybe you could try. And the fun part about their bread is it's simply add water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water?
So anyway, it is a yellow cake with vanilla frosting, and Max wanted to help decorate it, so it has a sneezing nose on it. Awesome, because my kids are super duper creative.
Yep.
Where did the
They're up here. I got them.
candles are there? So
We're gonna sing Happy Birthday to the boy with the birthday.
my daughter
So-
sent me.
So is he 31?
No, he's
No,
13.
he's 301.
Oh, he.
Oh, I got the 0 for Miles because we're gonna
Yeah.
reuse the 1. for
He's
him
310
next week.
years old.
All right.
103.
Did you show
Gluten-free
I
what?
showed
Oh,
them the cake.
Thrive Life has gluten-free flour. Do they have gluten-free cake flour?
That I don't know. We'll have to look on the
I
website.
think
I
they
can't
have. I
remember.
know they have gluten-free flour. They have a lot of gluten-free things. Because I know
I
Leslie,
need a
you
lighter.
have
Can
an
someone
issue
run to
with
my
gluten.
dresser and get my
So,
lighter?
yeah. So we're gonna get ready to
Sing the happy birthday
happy birthday
Oh,
song.
to the birthday boy.
Yeah,
Where do I
Two-Family
put it? Right
Homestead.
there?
I love that bread too, but I can't pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
What is it?
It's the Jewish braided bread. Is it challah?
Chapala.
Is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Chalupa.
No,
No.
it's not that. But I don't want to mispronounce it. But that
Oh.
bread is super yummy.
I'm
It's
sure
braided
we'll
and
pronounce it
pretty
wrong.
and just.
Throw that away. All right. So, Mom, will you grab the camera? Because we're gonna get
Oh,
this. We're gonna
yes,
get
I
this
got
birthday
mine.
celebration
Okay.
on. All right. Now
Okay.
we've got to point it the other way.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. I'll do that.
All right.
Wait. No, that's just.
You know what?
no,
We don't have plates yet, do we, Katie?
Challah
We don't have
bread.
enough plates yet. Give us just a few more minutes. Katie's still doing the dishes.
Okay.
You know, if you clean up your own plate, you probably get cake faster.
All right, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we've got enough. We'll do the birthday singing, and that way you guys can see that part. All right. So Max, at least get yours. Katie, you get a knife.
Yes.
Alright.
Katie, there's that one plastic one that's in that drawer.
All right, Max, come over here real quick. Let them do that. Come here.
Yeah, that one does really well.
All right. So here you go, son. Have a seat. Let us sing happy birthday to you.
And let's sing
Over here, let's sing happy
happy
birthday to you.
birthday.
All right. So guys, here, take a look. Take a look. It's birthday cake.
It's not your
It's a nose with snot coming out of it.
It's not your cake.
It's not your birthday. It's his. It's not your birthday. It's Max's birthday. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Max. Happy birthday to you. And many more until you're on the floor.
Awesome.
All right, very cool.
All right,
Guys, cut that cake.
All
All right. I think the birthday boy should cut it.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
That's right.
Like, okay, this half is mine, and then the rest of you share the other half. There you go.
Oh, mercy. I'll tell you what, this is a family.
And in another
It's a
place.
family special right here. We will gather around food and we will gather around cake. And that is what we do.
Challah bread.
Challah bread, sure.
Hello.
Hey, Miles, go put that back.
Are you cutting the nose with all the icing out of the middle of the
He's
cake?
cutting the middle of the cake out. Look
You're
at
gonna
this.
get the world's biggest.
Look at
piece
this.
of cake.
This is acceptable in the Goin Batty clan.
What? It is?
Can you believe we did that?
No.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, so that ended there. Look, let's have a picture of that real quick. That's where it is right now.
Yeah. There's his nose with snot.
He gets the most icing that way.
You think it's boogers, but it's not.
It's not your birthday.
Oops, I'm sorry, babe. Did I just stomp your
You're
foot? I
okay.
apologize.
You're okay.
It's a very crazy
bashful.
night here at the Goin Batty clan.
You're making them super
It is a holy cake.
Yeah.
It is a holy cake.
Okay.
Well, guys, there you go. That's the birthday celebration Goin Batty style.
You're not gonna have it as big as a piece of cake as Max did.
This is
What?
true. This is true.
No, because he's the birthday boy.
Yep.
She's cutting them
I'm glad this moment is preserved for all prosperity.
Jack, don't worry. We'll have another cake by the end of the weekend.
I was gonna say, with all the birthdays that we have.
can't ever get through all the cake anyway because
Oh my gosh.
we're eating cake for like a month.
Yeah,
So
it's actually a
Yeah.
problem. It really
Jack
is.
one time switched to donuts.
He did. He had a Krispy Kreme cake.
Birthday cake.
It was
I
incredible.
switched to ice cream after that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't waste those. We need to use those for your birthday.
Yeah.
When you turn 13.
No, 30.
Well, I bought a 0 so we can use the
Yeah.
1 for the 10.
We're gonna have to get all of the numbers
Okay,
because
someone give me their
this
plate.
won't fit you and I at all.
I have that little tiny piece.
Neither way.
No.
No, you
Nope.
can't. Mom,
All
right,
give me
so-
your plate.
That's
I think we should probably
That
sign off
is
and
all.
eat cake so we don't eat
Someone get your parents some cake.
in front of
We
the
have thoroughly enjoyed our time with you guys. Thank you so much for joining our Friday night freestyle. You guys, no, go ahead. You're fine.
Yeah,
You guys get your cake and go downstairs. We have thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Thank you for coming into all of our madness. I'm going to say a quick prayer for us and we're going to bail.
It was kind of crazy tonight.
It was a little bit crazy,
It was a lot
but
crazy.
we had a lot of fun, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for hanging in with us. This is a long time.
Yeah.
You guys have been with us for a long time. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. But let me pray. Father God, we thank you so much for the privilege it is to come together as friends. Lord, we pray for all the people watching this and just thank you for their friendship and the community that we have. Lord, in all the things that we do, help us to glorify you and bring us peace and bring this nation, as crazy as it is, together so that we can all eat cake together. In your son's precious name, we pray these things. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, I do this little thing called a Devo on every morning, but tomorrow I'm not going to do it. Tomorrow I will not be coming on. We're going to keep it Monday through Friday for a while so I can have Saturdays free. I apologize for that. Maybe that's a good day to get your rewind on and to watch some of the past ones. I just need a little bit of time with my family on Saturdays, and it seems to be that is a good day to take it. So I apologize for if that's an inconvenience to anybody, but we're going to be starting back up on Monday. So join us on Monday. And thank you for subscribing to our channel. Please share it with us. No, go ahead. You go ahead. You feel free to share our channel with anybody that you think likes it, might like it, might want to be a part of it. And if you could, head over to Facebook and like our Goin Batty Thrive Life Facebook page.
I'll drink of your tea. I'm
Yes,
very
you may,
thirsty.
my love. You can have all of mine. Well, not all of it.
Yeah.
Because then I'll have to make more. We have this rule in our house: whenever there's tea left and you take the last bit
And
of
you
it,
leave like that much in
you
the
have to
bottom.
make it.
Yeah.
And I left that much in the bottom, so I don't have to make it. That is me. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. You guys are rocking. And what else should I say? Except
More updates as we go.
bye, you guys.
Bye.
Good night.